The Bell UH-1 Iroquois, colloquially known as the Huey, stands as the most recognizable helicopter in aviation history. Developed in the mid-1950s to meet a United States Army requirement for a medical evacuation and utility helicopter, it officially took its first flight as the XH-40 on October 20, 1956. Entering service in 1959, the Huey revolutionized air mobility. Between 1956 and 1987, more than 16,000 units were manufactured, making it one of the most mass-produced rotary-wing aircraft in existence. While its primary historical user was the United States Army, the UH-1 remains in service today with organizations such as the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force and the Canadian Army. Physical dimensions and design. The UH-1 is built around a distinctive semi-monocoque fuselage with a two-bladed main rotor. Its physical footprint is substantial, yet optimized for tactical versatility. It has a length of 57 feet, or 17.6 meters with rotors turning, a width of 9 feet or 2.9 meters across the landing skids, a height of 14 feet or 4.4 meters, and a main rotor diameter of 48 feet or 14.6 meters, creating the iconic thump-thump sound caused by the blade tips breaking the sound barrier. The aircraft is designed to be operated by a crew of 1 to 4, depending on the mission profile, usually consisting of 2 pilots and 2 door gunners or crew chiefs. Power plant and weight dynamics. At the heart of the Huey's reliability is its turbo-shaft engine. Most H-model variants utilize the Lycoming T53L13 turboshaft, capable of producing 1,400 shaft horsepower. However, to ensure the longevity of the components, the power is limited to 1,100 shaft horsepower by the transmission system. The weight characteristics of the UH-1 allow for a high degree of utility. It has an empty weight of 5,210 pounds, a gross mission weight of 9,039 pounds, a maximum takeoff weight of 9,500 pounds, and a power-to-weight ratio resulting from its disc loading of 5.25 pounds per square foot, providing the lift necessary for high-density altitude operations. Performance and capacity. The Huey was built to be the workhorse of the battlefield. It offers a capacity of 3,880 pounds, which translates to carrying 11 to 14 combat-equipped troops, or 6 stretchers accompanied by a medical attendant for medevac operations. In terms of flight performance, it has a maximum and cruise speed of 127 miles per hour, or 110 knots at maximum takeoff weight, a service ceiling of altitudes of up to 12,600 feet, a rate of climb of 1,600 feet per minute at sea level, and a range of 318 miles, allowing for deep penetration into operational zones. Armament and versatility. Though primarily a utility and transport aircraft, the UH-1 can be heavily armed to act as a gunship. Common configurations include 7.6 2mm machine guns, often mounted on M23 armament systems in the cabin doors, and 2.75-inch or 70mm rocket pods, providing suppressive fire for landing zone extractions. Legacy and descendants. The UH-1's success led to a massive family of variants and successors. The airframe evolved into the Bell 204 and 205, the twin-engine UH-1N twin Huey, and eventually the Bell 412. Its DNA is also found in the Bell AH-1 Cobra, the world's first dedicated attack helicopter, which utilized the same engine, transmission, and rotor system as the early Hueys. Even today, the UH-1Y Venom, a heavily modernized 4-bladed descendant, continues the legacy of the original Iroquois, proving that the fundamental design of the 1950s remains a cornerstone of vertical flight. The Sikorsky UH-60 Blackhawk is the definitive multi-role utility helicopter of the modern era. Developed in the early 1970s to satisfy the U.S. Army's Utility Tactical Transport Aircraft System program, it was designed to replace the venerable UH-1 Huey with a focus on survivability, speed, and lift capacity. The prototype, designated the YUH-60A, first took to the skies on October 17, 1974. Entering official service in 1979, the Black Hawk brought a massive leap in technological sophistication to the battlefield. Since then, over 5,000 units across various iterations have been produced. While the United States remains the primary operator, the Black Hawk's reliability has made it a global staple, serving in the armed forces of nearly 30 nations, including South Korea, Colombia, and Australia. Physical dimensions and design. The Blackhawk features a low-profile fuselage designed to fit inside a C-130 Hercules for rapid strategic deployment. Unlike the two-bladed Huey, the UH-60 utilizes a four-bladed main rotor and a four-bladed tail rotor, which are designed to withstand hits from projectiles up to 23 millimeters. It has a length of 64 feet and 10 inches, a width of 7 feet and 9 inches, a height of 16 feet and 10 inches, a main rotor diameter of 53 feet and 8 inches, and carries a crew of 2 pilots and 2 crew chiefs/gunners. The aircraft is famous for its canted tail rotor and its rugged, energy-absorbing landing gear, power plant and weight dynamics. Powering this modern workhorse are 2 General Electric T700-GE-701D turboshaft engines. These engines are designed for high-altitude, hot-weather performance, each capable of producing approximately 1,994 shaft horsepower. The Blackhawk is significantly heavier and more powerful than its predecessor. It has an empty weight of 11,516 pounds, a gross weight of 17,475 pounds, a maximum takeoff weight of 22,000 pounds. It has a disc loading of roughly 7.75 pounds per square foot at gross weight, providing the agility required for nap-of-the-earth flying. Performance and capacity. The UH-60 is built for rapid insertion and extraction in contested environments. It can carry an entire 11-man infantry squad in full combat gear, or an internal payload of 2,640 pounds. Externally, its cargo hook can lift up to 9,000 pounds, allowing it to transport Humvees or M119 howitzers. It has a maximum speed of 183 miles per hour, service ceiling of 19,000 feet, a combat radius of 368 miles, and a rate of climb of 1,315 feet per minute. Armament and versatility. While its primary role is transport, the Blackhawk is a formidable platform when armed. Standard defense includes 2 M240H 7.6 2mm machine guns or M134 miniguns mounted in the windows. 4 external hardpoints stored on the external stores support system, which can carry 10,000 pounds of hardware, including AGM-114, Hellfire missiles, 70mm Hydra, 70 rocket pods, or external fuel tanks for extended range operations. Legacy and descendants. The UH-60's airframe is one of the most adaptable in history, spawning a massive family of specialized descendants. These include the SH-60 Seahawk for naval warfare, the HH-60 Pavehawk for combat search and rescue, and the MH-60 Blackhawk used by the 161st Special Operations Aviation Regiment. Most notably, the Stealth Hawks used in the 2011 raid in Abbottabad proved that even 40 years after its inception, the Blackhawk remains at the bleeding edge of aviation technology.